Here we are. Hello, everyone. Dia Bondi here. Good morning. It's Saturday morning where I live in the world. I don't know what time of day it is for you, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hello. I am live on a Saturday morning, which feels weird. I'm in my office here, actually giving you a new view. This is my studio upstairs, where you can't see behind all the equipment I have set up, are my 2 cameras set up and my lighting and all my producer equipment downstairs. But you are in my studio here on a Saturday morning. Welcome, Saturday morning for me here in Berkeley, California. I'm Dia Bondi, longtime leadership communications coach and catalyst. For the last 20 years, I've been working with folks right on the verge of a level up or having just leveled up when things in their business and careers are really high stakes, to help them at critical communications moments find the courage to speak from the heart so that they can align people, teams, and cultures toward shared goals, whether they're a founder in an entrepreneurial high stakes moment, or they're a leader in a large organization, or they're somebody who maybe even stepped from inside of an organization into a new role and now need to reestablish themselves and their voice so that they're known for the leader that they truly are, and to clarify the strategies as they go forward. It's storytelling, it is. But it is also strategy. It is also identifying how to link a leader's individual voice to the business strategy at hand and have it matter to their leadership and to the platform they're standing on as they try to make something happen in the world. And most of my private clients, all my private clients that I work with, come to me because the stakes are high. They're at a moment where this is not about skill building. This is about their lifelong leadership catalyzing in a particular moment in time, a particular context in their business where their voice truly matters. Now, if you're joining on any of the platforms, I am broadcasting from StreamYard, which is turning out to be a really cool platform to let me do this. So if you want to say hello in the comments, I'd love to see you. So you let me know that you're here. So as a leadership communications coach for the last 20 years, it has been really interesting to look at, there's sort of 2 aspects of what we're doing. We are, one, putting together what is the story that needs to be told on behalf of your leadership and on behalf of the thing you're trying to advance, a business strategy, a go-to-market strategy, a pivot in the organization, a big media push, whatever it might be. But also, those stories always start with, what are we asking for? What is it that you're asking for? And in the business world, we call it, a CTA, a call to action. But calls to action and asks play out across our careers. And so a few years ago, I launched a project called Ask Like an Auctioneer, aimed at helping 1 million women ask for more and get it, using everything I learned from a hobby that I picked up years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, an impact hobby of fundraising auctioneering for women-led nonprofits that benefit women and girls. And that has now produced the Dia Bondi Show, a big podcast for women with goals, whatever kind of goals you have. But if you know what your goal is, I want to help you get there by using asking as a success strategy to bring you the mindsets, frameworks, and tools to help you ask for more and get it, resource your dreams, and so you can reach your goals faster and in a way that's meaningful to you. So I'm going live here today to talk about tip number 5. We're doing 10 tips in 10 days. And, while I'm using the word tip, I don't love the word tip, because these are really the things I'm sharing with you over these 10 days. We're halfway through it, are really strategies and insights that have come out of, I estimate I've done probably about 7,000 coaching sessions over the course of my career, agnostic to vertical. I'm not interested whether you are whether you are in medical supplies or you are in technology and where technology and mindfulness meet. If you are in the construction industry, if you are in the world of global sport, if you are in, I am agnostic to the world that you play in. What I care about is helping you speak from the heart, so that you can activate who you truly are as a way to create a platform for yourself and to also advance what matters to you in your business and career. So tip number 5 today, I'm coming to you with, is that you will never be 100% confident. Thousands of times I've coached folks who are going to step on stage. Most high stakes moments for folks are when they step on stage and people are listening, waiting to hear what you're going to say. And that can bring up a lot of like, well, I have to be perfectly confident, know exactly how it's going to go. And I have to have a feeling of confidence before I'm willing to step on stage. And the truth is that every critical move that we make, every time we take a risk, whether it's a very pragmatic, business risk, or it feels like a personal risk in moving that business risk forward. And I think of these risks as positive risks, right? We're taking a chance. We're starting something new. We're exploring something new. We're pushing something forward. Every time we step into those really critical moments, we expect ourselves to be super duper confident. But here's what I've seen in the last 20 years of working with folks who have to do just that, is that confidence is actually an outcome of action. It's not a prerequisite. And today, in preparing for today, I was like, how do I want to, there's so much I want to talk about here. I should just pick a pony, and I'm going to talk about two things, actually. One is, if I'm not looking for confidence, what am I really looking for? And two, even though I say don't aim for confidence, you're going to have some modicum of confidence when you go to step into these really critical moments. And in the context of the Dia Bondi Show, our podcast, we're talking about critical conversations, critical asks, critical moments that help you advance your mission. They don't necessarily about stage moments. And in these moments, we are looking for, so I want to talk about the two things that I was like trying to pick a pony. I'm going to talk about two. One is stop focusing on confidence. Confidence is an outcome of action. What you need to get into action is what you need to be focusing on. And that is these two components, a plan, and you're ready to move when you can say, yes, I have a sense of control. So you're going to identify, what is my plan? And do I have some sense of control over it? Now, for those of you who drive your own cars or have learned to drive in your life, you know this experience where I learned to drive on a stick shift on an old Italian car that had to double clutch to get into second gear. So I lived this. There's that moment where you don't really know what you're doing and you don't have any control over the vehicle. You don't have any muscle memory around what pedals you're pushing. Shifting feels awkward. You're not sure how to combine the brake and the gas, all of that. And then there's a moment where you have you sort of know what you're supposed to be doing, but you still can't control it. And then there's that third stage where you know what you're supposed to do and you can control it, but you're not yet super confident. That's what we're looking for, because that fourth level where you know what you're doing, you have a sense of control and you're confident, comes from action, comes from practicing driving over and over and over again, comes from going ahead and taking the risk, sitting in the seat, putting your seatbelt on, starting the car and driving it around the parking lot, maybe even pulling into traffic once or twice. So what I'm sharing with you is stop expecting yourself to feel perfectly confident. You never will. Instead, focus on, what's my plan? And do I have a sense of control over it? People often ask me, how long should I practice when I'm role playing, getting ready for a critical conversation, or rehearsing for a press interview, or getting ready to take a really important stage in my career? And my answer is never until you're perfectly confident. It is instead until you feel like you have control. And control and confidence don't always go together, but practicing that sense of control will produce confidence. So that's one. Two is, as you practice and you have a sense of control, you will build some level of confidence. But what we have to do is not expect that we're going to be 100% confident. Instead, ask ourselves, how much confidence do I think is necessary in order for me to go ahead and step into that critical conversation, to send that high stakes email, to make that phone call, to make the ask that's going to matter to getting me to where I need to go, to take that really critical, bigger stage that feels like a massive level up for you? How confident do I need to be? And you might find that in the presence of a plan and a sense of control, you might let yourself not feel so confident. Look, I'm 50-50 confident, but I have a sense of control and I have a plan. And if I can toggle those, I feel like that's good enough. That's a good enough expectation of confidence in order for me to step in and do the thing I'm going to do. I was in a coaching circle a few weeks ago, and a woman brought up a big move that she wanted to make coming up in her career. And she was stacking on all of the, she had said literally out loud, I need to be 100% confident before I will actually make the move. And all I could think of was, that is creating an impossibility for yourself. Let's reframe the question and ask, how confident do you need to be? And what needs to be in place in order for you to have that confidence? And as a coach for folks like this, I'm always going to say, what is your plan? And do you have a sense of, once you have a sense of control, leveraging that plan, that how much confidence does that give you without it being 100%? And is that enough based on what you've identified for yourself as enough confidence to make a move? So these are the two ideas today inside my tip number 5. You'll never be 100% confident. Stop asking yourself to be. Instead, notice that that confidence, here comes our trains in our office. They won't come into the office, but they will go right by it. You will have how much confidence. The confidence is an outcome of action and a plan and a sense of control. Knowing what to toggle, understanding the plan and knowing how to actually control it, a sense of control over it will produce just enough confidence for you to make a move. And then to ask yourself, how much confidence do I need to make a move? Is it 50%, 70%, 75% actually? And notice when you've gotten there. So that is my big tip for today. If you are looking for more content like this, you can reach us at the Dia Bondi Show. We've got an Instagram page that's brand new. We're starting from scratch. And in fact, this is launch week. Now, our mission at the Dia Bondi Show, and really the outcome, the show is an outcome of a greater project, Ask Like an Auctioneer, that has a mission to put more money and decision-making power in the hands of women, to help put more money and decision-making power in the hands of women so we can change everything for all of us. And the podcast is here to do that. And we are launching now. And we have 2 goals. By April 1st, 2021, we're looking for 1,000 downloads and 10 ratings and reviews. So if you can help us reach those goals by doing one of 2 things, we would be so grateful. Number 1, please share with your friends. If you've listened to even one episode of the Dia Bondi Show and you think that a woman in your life could benefit from that content, please forward it on to her. And if you do, please take a screenshot of that and send it to hello@diabondi.com. And you can be entered to win some super cool prizes, actually. A one-on-one coaching session with me, some very cool swag, and access to our mini course, Ask Like an Auctioneer, which will help you ask for more and get it. The other thing you can do is you can join our live recording, which will be happening April 1st, and we'll be hosting an AMA. Baby Arthur, or Arthur Leon Adams III, will be playing some music for you on that show, and we'll be turning that into an episode for you who attend, as well as all of our listeners. And you can, if you share or if you rate and subscribe, if you rate and review while subscribing, you can take a screenshot of that and send it to hello@diabondi.com and enter to win those cool prizes. So if you share it with a friend, or if you rate and subscribe to help us, to rate and review, to help us get to that 1,000 downloads by April 1st, or 10 ratings and reviews, we would be so grateful. And if you go to this page here, diabondi.com/launch party, it'll show you everything that you can do to participate, to help, and to elevate this project that we believe is going to be important for everyone, really, who is looking at courageously and strategically advancing their goals in a way that is truly aligned to who they are. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to put into the comments how you can help us go forward. And we are so happy to have you here with us, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, y'all.